Okay, here's the walk around on the 66 Bug. Like I say, I do have a title on this car. Had to apply for it through the state of Idaho when I bought it. There was no title, but I was able to get a title for it without too much trouble. Walk around real quick and I'll show you the panels that are not original. You can see this fender is a Java green, so that fender's been replaced. The hood is actually a white hood, faded out rust on top, but it was a white hood, so that hood is not original to the car. Then the deck lid I actually have, but I forgot to grab it before I started the video here, but I do have a very clean deck lid for it. So the deck lid isn't shown in this video. Now the rear apron actually looks really nice. I don't see really any evidence that it's been hit back here, at least that I can see right off. And then up underneath here, the bumper brackets, a lot of times those are kind of beat down or rusted out, and I believe the bumper brackets on both sides are pretty decent. Yeah, they've got this side at least has bolts broken off in the holes, so you'd have to easy out those out. Looks like one broken off bolt on this side on the back hole, but the rear apron looks pretty clean. Let's look at the front apron. The front apron right here, you can see looks like it's been tapped. Swing around to this side, not as bad. Mainly, yeah, the driver's side isn't bad, but it's been tapped. It's been tapped on this passenger side, so this is going to need kind of pulled out a little bit to make everything fit right. Wiring's not too big of a mess. Looks like it's pretty much just all kind of original wiring. This hood's decent. Has some dents on the driver's side. Passenger side looks straight. The fenders, this is surface, no rust through. A few dents here. Headlights broken on the driver's side. You can see a little bit of a kind of a pressure right there, where probably from when the headlight got tapped. So this fender needs a little work. This quarter is nice. Again, this is a side that wasn't hit. If we move around to the passenger side, you can see that there's some body filler here. So there's a little bit of pressure here. It's in 1/4 inch. So this side is going to need a little bit of work to make everything, you know, the way it should be. B-pillars on both sides are good. There's nothing cut. Doesn't look like there's ever been any damage or any work done to the A-pillars. Roof's good. Straight, a little bit of surface rust. Looks like, just notice this, it's missing at least the mechanism for the wiper. I'm assuming the wiper motor's probably gone as well. On the inside, this is field fresh, kind of what I told you. I haven't really spent any time yet really cleaning this out. There are quite a few odds and ends laying around in here. And these door panels are shot. Rear seats there. Front seats, 66. Front seats are in it. Headliner's toast. The dash is good though, it's uncut. It's got a Sapphire 3 in it. Original plate. Is missing the ashtray. Now, another thing on both doors is the mechanism here. It looks like we've got a door latch, but the mechanism's kind of, somebody's robbed the bolts out of there. As far as the driver's side, it's missing, well, no, the latch is there, but again, somebody's kind of started to take it apart. So the stuff's there. You're just gonna need to get the nuts and bolts to put that all back together. It looks like it is missing the window on the driver's door. It does have the window, excuse me, in the passenger door. Window mechanism, all that's there. Now, reaching inside here, I'm grabbing the heater channels. The heater channels are actually pretty solid. The body itself on this car is pretty solid. You know, up here behind the front tires, where they're always rusted out, you know, when you've got heater channel issues, this is actually all pretty dry. Hopefully that's showing up on the video. If not, it will show up on a couple of those photos that I sent you. But the pans, here's a rear bumper. There's a shot of the battery tray area, completely rusted out. It is going to need pans on probably at least this side. Let's do a quick pan underneath here. Show you the pan. So it definitely needs the passenger side pan. Let's walk around here and look at the driver's side. Yeah, the driver's side needs work too. This jack point has obviously someone was trying to use it at some point, kind of crunched it a little bit there. There's a little bit of rust right here in the outer on this heater channel. Not too bad. Again, the inner on this side, you know, this is where you usually have your rust. The floor up here even feels good, but you know, heater channels are pretty good. Steering column's all there, pedal assembly's there. There's kind of some old exhaust sitting there. I did check the package tray down in here, and the package tray is actually solid. There's no rust in the package tray. Let's see, what else should we cover here? This left rear fender is nothing to brag about. I'll tell you what I will do. I have a really nice set of, I believe they're an older aftermarket fender, but they are a good quality aftermarket fender. They've got the holes drilled, the drain holes drilled on them. They're missing the taillight assemblies, but I'll throw in a set of good straight, I mean really straight aftermarket. They're aftermarket, but they're pretty heavy duty. They're an older aftermarket fender. So I'll take a couple shots of those, because both of these rear fenders are pretty toasty. They're kind of roached. So I'll throw in a set of rear fenders as well. And I'll throw up a shot of those just right now during the video. I'll go grab those and take a picture of them. And I'll show a picture of the deck lid as well. Okay, real quick, here are those fenders. They're kind of in a red oxide primer, but you can see they're super straight. Nice quality. They're pretty thick. Nice thick metal. And there's no cracks in them anywhere that I could see. If you're gonna paint, you know, obviously you're gonna paint them, but it'd take very little work to prep these for paint. So I will include them. I'll include them with the car. I don't really have a use for them right now. I don't like selling parts, but I like hanging on to my parts and including them kind of in deals like this. Because this stuff's getting hard to find. I mean, they're up to $100 a pop on these fenders. So there they are, man. These rear louvers are clean. I don't see any rust back here anywhere. Like I say, I'm pretty sure most of the rust on this car is isolated in the heater channels. Got a little right here. Pretty minor. I think the other side might have just a little right there as well. No, pretty good over here. It's got a bus 14 on this side, and it's got a bus 15 on this side. I'm gonna pull those off. There's a smoothie on the left front, and I'm gonna include a complete set of the 66, 67 wheels, a set of 5, along with the spare. So that's it. These doors are a little, these hinges they need oiled really bad. I'll put some oil on those and work those over a little bit. All in all, I think it's a really good car for the money. I mean, I paid $600 for this car and did a fair amount of legwork to get the title done. Driver's door looks like it might have been a respray. It's kind of got some paint chipping off and some surface rust. But like the bottoms of these quarters, you know, a lot of times you'll see rust right through here. Pretty solid. This side as well. Maybe just a little bubble right there. But pretty solid. So I think that's about it, man. I mean, other than digging all this stuff out of it and cleaning it up a little bit, which I can definitely do if you need to see. I mean, really all that's going to show us is the pans, which we pretty much already know they're toast. So this car, I would say pans. Biggest issue on the body is going to be this right front quarter and the apron. Rear apron looks good. I'll include that set of good straight fenders, and that's it. That's the 66. So let me know what you think, and yeah, maybe we can make you a deal on this thing. Thanks for watching, man. Catch you later.